pawn and a king. Sometimes people mispronounce this name pawn. They say peon or peon. My fiancée in Peru pronounces it that way. She's from her Spanish accents. But I am here doing my homework. Homework number 4 for the challenge that I'm currently taking. I left a little breadcrumb earlier about the program and what it is. The main focus, making money online or improving yourself in this day and age. You know, someone like me who's had 4 ex-wives, used to have a $50 an hour job. I had a website for 17 years that I built thinking that all I had to do was build it and put it out there and people would come and buy my pictures. They came all right and they downloaded pictures all the time. And my website did not make enough money to pay for itself to stay online. Then there were some issues later on. After it had 164,000 pictures online, the internet service provider was saying, oh, you cannot have JPEGs on your root directory of your server, and they kicked me off of hosting my website with them, which is a whole other story. We don't need to get into that. But it was actually going for 17 years, sjbearden.com. The good news is I may have it going again soon, but that's a whole other story. But this, right now, what I'm trying to talk about is the current program that I'm in. I'm taking the challenge to get myself online, to do something once and make money from it over and over again. And that program has been partly provided through a special program called Knowledge Base Broker, and it's currently online right now, and I haven't finished updating all of my things to it, but I wanted to do a book review on my books and programs that I did to get to that program. First of all, I'd like to thank Dean and his best friend Tony Robbins, right here, The Time of Your Life. I've been a self-help guru who's been the world's best procrastinator. I have not been able to get off of the bubble, get going, and become a truly successful businessman. I've made all sorts of excuses you can even think of, and been reading books about success since 1982. But one of my most recent books that I did finish, which I'm kind of do a quick book review on, is The Underdog Advantage. And the information in this book was just totally mind-boggling and so excited. And the very first one I got last year before I went to Peru to see my fiancée. And yes, I've had 4 ex-wives and working on wife number 5, which we will get married in a temple someday. But my first book was Millionaire Success Habits. What an eye-opener there. And have I applied all the techniques to it? No, I read it once. I went through and I marked it up. I marked these pages, scratched on them, notes in the marker, different pictures. Oh, there's my fiancée from Peru. Anyhow, I got into some of Russell Brunson's books right here, .com Secrets. Same story. Got it all marked up and notes in the side pockets. I mean, literally went to work on that. And it's been a journey. It's been a real story. You know, how to make big money in your own small business. I used to own a paint and body shop. And I would make $2,000, $3,000. And then I'd take the kids to Galveston or go to the river or go to the lake. I was not good with managing money. I was not good with filling the pipeline. I was not good with follow-through. Might be the reason I wound up divorced. Well, one time I was divorced, I did not want to have to deal with a wife on drugs. So I ran away from that as fast as I could. And some of my church friends saying, you should not never abandon your wife. You should have worked it out and stuck through it. But getting back to the king and the pawn. anyone who knows chess knows that this lowly pawn, once it progresses, like I want to take you on a journey to help you make money online. But once this pawn progresses completely to the other side of the board, it can become any piece on the board it wants. It cannot become the king. That's a whole other story. But the most powerful piece on the board is your queen. And the queen moves in all directions. And anyone that understands chess knows exactly what I mean. And I know Dean understands. Look at the cover of his book. You see that little pawn kicking the king? What an eye-opener. This was like he was talking to me. I love the book. I love the program. I'm going to add a picture. Stacy was online today, and I have more. I'm going to get my thing uploaded and get it ready to go. But thank you very much.